Lord Egan, the king approaches. He orders you cease advance upon Linden. It is his wish no blood be shed this day.
When shall we expect his arrival?
Atop the hour. He is but 2 leagues from the city.
I would continue and hold pretense of your absence should he arrive amidst the seizure of the town.
His scouts would have followed me. They may be in the hills observing as we speak.
Damn! Then we continue the march and gauge the town's demeanor. No other action will be taken. Relay the message to the officers.
Is it known to you your grandmother was born in Linden?
No, father.
'Tis not.
Before my father was named king, he was commissioned in the Pelias region. As you know, it encloses Linden. Your grandmother was a servant girl. Father fell in love with her the moment he saw her. What he would never dispel was his intent to visit a brothel moments before acquaintances were made. Your great-grandfather would not bless the marriage. My father would not leave her, and so he attempted to split our great kingdom and take the surrounding regions for himself. All this so he could have his preferred wife. Your great-grandfather eventually surrendered to the marriage in hopes of holding the family together. I would prefer you not follow suit.
Of course not, father.
I wish to honor my mother's memory. Linden will not be harmed.
What do you know of this man, Egan?
He is a retired military commander. The ones that live until retirement is an alternative to counseling are given land. They are entrusted to maintain municipal accord as noblemen in their province. Egan is not the first to stir his region's harmony. These men know not how to divert civil disobedience. Many of these men are not of sound mind after a lifetime of war. I have yet to appeal my father's decree regarding a retired commander's compensation.
It would be simpler if they had died in battle.
Could I not say simplicity arises in thought of having a specific rightful heir? Yet I would never wish it so.
Yes, father.
How will you deal with Egan?
I haven't the faintest idea.
You mentioned this is not the first occurrence of a contemporary nobleman's backlash?
Retired General Italus was given fair beaches in the estate of the White Drakes, the most coveted in the land. He would walk in his sleep. The nightmares he had were not thought to be troublesome at first. Some nights he would walk into the ocean and awake nearly drowned. He became terrified of the sea. A thought crossed his mind that the god of the sea was punishing him for all the men he had killed. Italus believed it lured him at night in hopes of taking his life. The man thought there could be another way to satisfy the god. He ordered his servants to fetch a poor soul from the slums of a nearby town. He drowned a single body in the ocean each night to trick the god. His slumbers were never disturbed again.
How was his tenure discontinued?
It was not long before hundreds of men and children had disappeared. Stories spread, as they always do. An angry mob stormed his villa and drowned him in the ocean. He begged them to dispose of him any other way. In his mind, the god of the sea had taken what he wished.
Do you believe he was influenced by the deity?
No, Tyrannus. I believe his insatiable need to kill was quenched each night he took a life.
Kurowerd is an essential supplier of grain in Edoron. As to the matter of reluctancy, I assure you, the king has your best interest at heart.
As of yet, he has discharged an aged captain and set me in his place. All guards of the High Watch, other than former Captain Kyrannus, yet hold their same position.
To the matter of former Captain Kyrannus as well, I would warn you he will not be pleased with this sacking. Surely this did not require my words to make clear points.
He will be most displeased, as will much of the High Watch. It shall bring me much satisfaction.
Ah, right this way. Captain Cephalus has arrived to relieve you of command.
You will address him as captain.
I will address a captain as captain, and he is not.
True words are spoken by this man.
Do I amuse you?
I do not want to forget your face.
You suggest we will be seeing each other again.
Do not doubt it.
I know this look. It tells me a man's pockets have lightened.
Not a single copper has been removed, and it will remain so.
Tell me, sir, how does a removed officer of your age receive continual payment when he hasn't earned his pension?
'Tis no concern of yours. You may enjoy my office, my chair, my visits to the council, but no changes will be made. Think of your family. Do you not strive to ensure their safety?
Captain. The next time an insinuative threat is directed to my family, you will not leave my presence with your life. I give you my word.
Once again, true words are spoken.
What is your name?
Bile, Captain.
And you disapprove of my presence, do you not?
'Tis not my place to say.
Answer my question.
I have heard of your triumphs in battle, though I do not think it earns you the right to command the High Watch of the city. Captain.
You are correct. I am inexperienced and undeserving, though only a miscreant has suffered thus far. You will prove useful as you have observed this office plenty.
Shall I go? Perhaps to return later, as you both have much to discuss.
Stay. Fetch me a pint of ale, Bile.
'Tis rather early, is it not?
And you have already disappointed me. Go. So tell me, Andrast, what portion of coin are you given in compensation for keeping such secrets of thievery in the towns?
Shall I find insult in this?
The truth will not bear insult where honor is absent.
Now that was a proper insult.
You serve under the king. What fear must you deal with if the truth was revealed?
King Merrick does not watch over me for the same reason I travel without escort. Why should he believe I have enemies? I am but a humble servant.
Then he was sincere when his ignorance was pronounced.
Ignorance? Yes. Though it does not mean his hands are clean.
So you will help me.
Regardless of your opinion, I do have the kingdom's best interests at heart.
Tell me everything.
Where to begin? I would say nearly 500 watchmen secure this town. The vast majority receive additional unearned pay. The others keep their mouths shut to protect their own hide. At each harvest end, the collectors make customary visits to individual farms. This will take days as few men are spared, so the deed goes unnoticed by the townspeople. Those who do not pay will suffer, as you know. Once collections are taken and counted, the officers of each precinct divide what lowly payment is given to the watchmen. The captains are then given the town's final sum. Delegates of the council discreetly meet with each town's representative and take what remains.
The council is the root of this catastrophe? They embezzle it for themselves?
No, you silly man. They entrust it to our treasury.
So the war has bankrupted the state.
The king is nearly ruined. His ignorance protects these lands, for he would blatantly take what he felt was needed for the continuance of his rule. The council is not quite as imbecilic as you would expect.
Why not increase a nobleman's taxes?
The war has aggrieved them as well. Further provocation would divide the state, and the nobles would turn on our king. They would fight amongst themselves to determine the next ruler after they took Merrick's head. And now you see the balance that is kept. This is why so many have suffered.
My intentions have not changed.
'Twas not my objective to do so.
Then why have you told me?
At this time, the council holds more power than the king. To extort them would mean much of Edoron will be ours. With such capability, you are free to help as many lives as you wish.
And of your ambition?
To see a time where once powerful men no longer hold the lives of the weak under their thumb. Beyond anything else, it excites me.